welcome to my channel, Perfect Pastimes. My name's Amanda. My friends call me Ammo, and I live in Dorset in the southwest of England with my husband and my two dogs. It's still taking a bit of getting used to that bit, and you can see both the girls there. That's Gwyn and that's Willow, and she does sigh and snore on a regular basis. So if you hear those noises, it's Willow. I know some of you listen in headphones and can hear her quite big, quite loudly. Brain is struggling a bit today. I had 1 hour's sleep last night and I'm looking a bit gilly, but it is what it is. It's Saturday today and I have family arriving this afternoon. Elsa, my daughter Elsa and her partner are coming over for the weekend. So I'm trying to get this done and uploaded and ready for you so that I can enjoy the rest of my day. Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit. Anyway, thank you. If you're new here, you are very, very welcome. If you like what you watch, please consider liking and subscribing. I've forgotten where the like button is. If you're watching now, please just click the like button and it gets my little channel seen. And if you're coming back, thank you very, very much. I've had a few new subscribers, so thank you for coming back again and giving me another go. I'm very grateful. Also, this week I have decided to open or start a new Instagram channel that is solely for Perfect Pastimes. I'll put the link here, also my email address, Ravelry and Ko-fi account. Sometimes, I haven't done it in quite some while, I put stuff in my Ko-fi account to sell or put little messages in there. I haven't done it for a long time. Maybe I will get round to doing it again very soon. Anyway, this is where you can find me on the new Instagram account. So if you could go over there and like my new Instagram account, I'd be very grateful. I didn't post very often on my personal Instagram account. It's quite an old account and there's a lot of deadwood in there. If you know what I mean. I've got people from work and all sorts of areas of my life that aren't really interested in podcasting, knitting, crochet, painting, all that sort of thing. So I've separated what I show you on here from the more personal stuff, which I don't really do much of anymore. So go over and give that a like if you would, please. That would be very, very kind of you. Thank you. As you can imagine, there's not many there because it's quite a new channel, new Instagram account. Okay, this week I am very light on content for you, I'm afraid. I do not have much to show you in the knitting or crochet, or well, there's no crochet, no stitch and no painting. And that is because I've been busy in the garden. And one of the things I have done this week is build a whole new deck, and I will put the picture in here. We had a deck at the top of the garden for the past 20 odd years, 20 plus years, and it finally started to be unsafe. We had a little hut on it. I used to call it the G&T hut, and so last year we took it down and dismantled it because it was becoming unsafe. So this year we took it upon ourselves to go for a new deck and buy a new little summer house cabin. Nothing elaborate, just a simple little summer house, which hasn't arrived yet. And I have been building the deck this week on my own. John's been doing some of the more precision sawing for me because he's got the big tools in the workshop, but he can't lift or jump over the frame or anything anymore, so I've been doing all that on my own. So I've been quite busy doing that as and when I can. The weather's been very kind for it, to be honest. And I have finished the actual deck, so now we are waiting for the delivery of the little summer house. It's a lovely corner of the garden because it's at the highest point of the garden, so it looks back down over the rest of the house and the valley. It also is, it's got its back to the easterly winds. So when we've had this horrible wind that we've had for a good couple of weeks now, you could sit up there and you wouldn't notice it because it comes up over the fence and over the trees and it skims over the garden. But if you sit down the other end where our situtery is, you get that full in the face. But it's lovely and shady down there, so we've got both ends of the garden to choose from. So that will be the next thing, to build a little summer house and get it ready for use. At the beginning, I put in a little walk that I did with Gwyn, just to give you somewhere to see. It was around the grounds of the local big house, or one of the big houses. We've got quite a few around here actually. It was just a beautiful early morning walk, and could hear all the birds' song. They're past that frantic dawn chorus needing to state their territory. They're just singing for the joys of springtime now, which was lovely. So what have I managed to do? I did do a little tiny bit on my, oh, where have I put it? Here it is. My Helen Stewart Shawl Society 6. But I've been taking this out in the garden, and when I sit out in the garden, I've been having a snooze. Little nana naps have been creeping in, so I haven't done too much. I have used this grey fade sock yarn by Rowan, and that's all I've managed to do. It's coming up in stripes more than fade. I can see it in the camera now. But that is so mindless knitting. It's lovely to do out there when I know I'm going to have a little nana nap anyway. So that is the Helen Stewart Shawl Society 6. The first one is the South something Pavilion. I'll put it in the screen on the show notes below. Still time to join in. It's over 6 months, so that is only pattern 1 of the Shawl Society. And the other thing I have mostly been focusing on is my Cloudbreak tee. I'll just cover up your lovely view of Willow for a minute. I have finished up to, I've cast off at the bottom, and I have finished the neck on this now. I have got to pick up the sleeves and carry on with those. They're not going to take too long because they're quite short sleeves with a little bit of ribbing at the bottom. Now the bottom I did here, if you're on my new Instagram account, you will have seen I did a sewn bind off, which is quite nice when it is just a garter stitch, which what this edging is. I haven't blocked it. It's got to come down a little bit and bring out that lace. I was going to block it before today, but I just didn't have time. And the neckline is a 1x1 rib, and I did the Italian sewn bind off for a ribbing in Italian, and about 20 stitches before the end I lost the rhythm, and I started looking at it and thinking, this isn't flowing right now. Stop. It was about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, so I needed to stop. So I put it down. I put it in my little workroom here, and this morning I have tinked back about a dozen stitches of Italian bind off. And if you have done that in 1x1 rib, you'll know it's not that easy to tink back. And I re-knit it and tinked it back 3 times, and on the 4th time I hit the right rhythm and finally got it finished. Now the only downside is it seems to have a little bit of puckering there, but that's because it hasn't been blocked. I was supposed to start the pickup for the neckline on the back right hand shoulder here, and in the scheme of things it was on a short needle, and I picked up from the front. It doesn't really show. There's a slight little a blip there where the Italian bind off is finished, but with the tail, which is still in here, I can close that tiny little blip there. You can't really see it, and when it's blocked you won't see it at all anyway. So it fits beautifully. It is a DK weight, so I mean it's quite cool today, so it would be ideal for wearing on the cooler spring morning. I'm quite keen on getting that finished. It made quite quick knitting. I was quite pleased with it. So if you're doing the Cloud Break tee, it's by Woolen Pine, I think. I'll just have a look back. Yes, Woolen Pine. If you've bought the pattern and haven't started yet, it's very quick knit, because obviously the first half is the plain part, and then you've got this lovely easy bit of lace at the bottom, and it's only got knit rounds, purl rounds to be the break between the bit of lace there. Okay, and that is all I've done. I have not been a very good podcaster this week, I'm afraid. I will put in a little video now. I have been a collector of curiosities for quite some time, and I usually make my own cabinets for making my curiosity collections. In this little video you will see there is a little tower that spins on a ball bearing race. It's actually from an Apache helicopter, of all things, but you will see it's full of little things that I have found. It's full of curiosities. I have got several printers trays and the printer tray type boxes, and I have made a large clock, and you'll see it in the video. It is a beautiful frame I picked up some time ago and made the segments within the inside out of papier-mâché. Same I did with the tower that you've seen. That's all made of papier-mâché. And it's all just full of bits and bobs. I like curiosities. I have made a few others that I have sold. I have done some little tiny pictures, which you will see in the little video as well. And a few months ago, the cross stitch for Cabinet of Curiosities by Grace Isabel came on pre-sale, and it arrived this week. And you can see she's got lots of little tiny cross stitches in there and on the back. Now I know they are fairly simple cross stitches. They are not very big ones. It's a lovely book. It's got all you need to know about making these patterns. I won't show you too much because it's a lot of pages of charts. Let me find, and there's a picture of Grace there. So well done her for putting this little collection together. As you can see, she's got all these little tiny things in these little frames, which then fit in printers trays. And as you've seen in the video, I have a few places where I can put things like that. I even have little mini trays that I've got one just behind you. Let me just show you. This is just one I picked up in a craft store, the local Hobbycraft, I think, and it happens to have currently some beaded insects I've made, which I'll show you on another day. But that's another little box with a front on it that I could put curiosities in. And in that vein, I found my pouch, and in here I keep all my mini frames. I have lots of little tiny things like this. Some time ago, over a year or so ago, I did a competition where you could win some of my little embroideries that I put in some of these little tiny frames. They're in plastic bags because the frames include the nut and bolt you can see there, and the backing piece, so they're all together in the bags. Also in here I have things like these little jewellery frames that you put cabochons in, and these kind of frames, which I'm sure I could make some of these cross stitches fit to, you know, if I go on a smaller count Ada. What else have I got in here? Oh, more of the jewellery guide. I found one of the Tim Holtz watch fobs. I have here somewhere. A watch fob I used when I made a little goblin. Trapped behind glass there. He watches over me. So I have the another one of those there. And I have some of these acrylic type, black acrylic type frames, which you put a bit of rub and buff on to give them a little bronzing, make them prettier. I have a few of those. So I can get my little scrap box of Ada out, and I will get on with some of those. I thought if I put them in a little pouch, they're the ideal sort of thing to do in the garden. Nice little book. So if you like a few curiosities, perhaps go and look that one up. And I've just realised I haven't told you what I'm wearing. This is my Spectre by Hockey Locatelli in my Urban Yarns fade. The 1, 2, 3, 4 colours, which I finished last year. So, anything else? Oh, I know. Now, if you're like me, if you're a maker of fiddly things, and perhaps starting to mature in years, you probably get very, very painful hands. I know I do. I get pains down here, especially when I've been holding a needle very tightly. Pains down here. My knuckles all hurt. They feel very tender, and because I've been doing the garden wood lifting, carrying, and I've been using an impact drill to sew the deck down, screw the deck down, my hands have been vibrated quite a bit, and they hurt quite a bit. And I do like some compression gloves. I do wear compression gloves, and I do like putting my hands on my hot water bottle, which helps. I have been contacted by Bob and Brad with their mitt. This is a massage mitt by Bob and Brad, and if I turn it on, it has fingers inside, and you can hear it blowing up. There's bags. Your fingers go into slots, and there's bags inside, and you can hear it blowing up the bags, and then it lets them down and fills them up and gives your hand a massage. There's also a heat option, which is absolutely wonderful. Can you hear it giving my hand a massage? It's so lovely. And you can use it obviously on both hands. And this has been an absolute saviour over the past week or so. While I've been doing heavy work in the garden, you also get quite a few plastic gloves, which if you put lovely hand cream on your hands, put your hands in the gloves, then put it in the massager, and the heat makes the hand cream go into your skin better. The massager helps get it into your skin, and it's just so nice and so pleasant to have that gentle pressure. There's about 4 settings for pressure, in intensity, and you can find what one suits you. If your hands are very sore, the lighter setting is usually just enough, and it comes down to just below the thumb, so it does get that that pad of the thumb where a lot of us do get pains and aches. So I've been using that, and if you're interested in looking at one of these, I'll put a link down below. Bob and Brad have kindly given me a discount code for you to use if you wish to try one. Any monies from it I will put in the dog fund, and the girls can have a treat. And yes, I recommend this. It's nice to have something that is relevant to what we suffer from usually. It's quite a soft rubber. It's not hard. Well, it's a little hard further down here, but it's soft up here. And I have huge hands. I take a large glove in golf and things. I usually take a men's medium, which is the ladies' large isn't quite long enough in the fingers for me. This fits so easily, and because of the air blowing up, it just snuggles around your fingers beautifully. So that's the Bob and Brad hand massager. Use the link below and go and have a look, and tell me what you think. If you have painful hands, you can let me know if you think something like that would help you. Now, is there anything else? Oh, I know, the last thing. For the first time in quite some time, we put our moth trap out, and so at the very, very end here, I will put a very, very small selection of photographs of some of the moths we caught. I think we only caught 5 types of moth. It's early-ish in the season. The big guns haven't shown themselves yet. It was coming up for full moon, so we should have got a few more than we did, but it is still early in the season, and it had been very cold with that east wind. So if you don't like moths, I'll let you know when I put the pictures in. They all are caught. I logged them, and then they're released, and I released them safely away from birds. They quickly scurry off and hide themselves, so they're safe from the birds, so you don't have to worry about those. But if you are interested, I will put the pictures in after I say goodbye to you. So that is a very, very quick podcast this week. I have family arriving, as I said at the very beginning. I do hope you have a very good week. I hope you enjoy your weather that you're having. And I wish you all a good week ahead. So stay safe and stay creative. And I will see you all again very, very soon. Bye.